Well, life is sometimes about taking that giant leap into uncertainty, which is exactly what our next guest has done. From working with federal pollies to becoming an entrepreneur, Brent took the leap to work for himself, and he joins us now on Ticker. Great to see you, mate. Good morning. How are you?
Adrian, good morning to you, to all your viewers, and of course, happy Monday.
Yes, same to you. Good to have you here. So tell us about, firstly, taking that leap of faith. You were working with federal politicians. Tell us about that period of time when you sort of thought, maybe there's something new, I've got to make a change. How did that work for you?
Well, Adrian, I thought January 2020 would be the perfect time to make that change, everything going smoothly in the world. And then something happened around February that changed everything for everybody. But look, that was forced upon me. Our little girl started primary school last year and we wanted a better work-life balance. So after 4 or 5 years as a chief of staff to a federal member of parliament, I made the jump to start my own public relations business, working from small businesses all the way up to large organisations. And I'm happy to say it's been very successful.
Why does good marketing stir emotion in people? Before we talk about what you're doing specifically, we know it does, but why does it?
Well, I think, Adrian, particularly in 2021 and moving forward, people are looking for authenticity. They're looking for realism. They're looking to connect with people. The old boring stuff that might have worked in the past no longer does. And I think, we've just been talking, or you've just been talking about Trump a few moments ago and that era of fake news, which is still around. And so the more authentic, the more that you can tell your story and be who you are, whether it's online, in person, email, whatever it is, I think people are really looking for that sense of connection. And if you can be real, talk to your truth, that'll really connect with people and help your business both on a personal and professional level.
If you're talking to a business out there, and obviously a lot of businesses watch us here on Ticker, and they're looking at a video or a media strategy, maybe something to develop, why do you think everyone does need one, and does every business actually need one?
Look, Adrian, I think they do. No matter whether you are Joe's Plumbers down the street or you're working for a massive accounting firm, there's no better way to build trust and authenticity and connection with your audience than through video. And whether you're using someone like Flex PR to do it professionally, quite affordably, might I mention, or even going one step better and just doing it yourself, using your phone, your camera, a friend in the office to talk about what you've been working on. And more importantly, what do you believe at your workplace? What does your business stand for? The more that you can connect with people and show that you've got a mission, you've got something you're striving towards and asking people to jump on board with you, we find that really connects well with people, and that's what helps businesses thrive.
And as I mentioned earlier, you've worked with local politicians in the past, maybe national politicians as well. How can people use politicians to their advantage, do you think? Because I reckon a lot of people out there, probably don't know enough about how this can work. What's your experience?
Look, Adrian, I think it's a great unknown and maybe even a little bit scary for people that they think, oh, my local councillor, state or federal politicians, they're in their own little, Canberra bubble off to the side. But they do have a lot of connections, a lot of networks, a lot of leverage to help businesses make that next step forward. So I would encourage every business this morning watching to reach out to your local councillor, reach out to your local state MP, reach out to your federal MP. And on that, make no mistake, there will be a federal election in October of this year. We will be going to the polls early. So now's a great time, particularly for your federal MP, to reach out to them and invite them to come to your workplace. They're looking for good PR. They're looking for good media as well. So why not get them out to your workplace, get some great shots of touring the factory floor, touring the cafe, getting them making a coffee. It's really great PR for your business. And I wouldn't stress about whether they're Liberal or Labor or Green or whatever. Invite the other side to come out as well to show that you're independent and you're trying to, work all sides.
Brent, really enjoyed the chat. Thanks so much for your time. Where can we learn more about what you're up to?
Flexpublicrelations.com.au is where you'll find everything. Really enjoy the chat.